That's the mix, yeah. That's the mix, yeah. That's the mix, yeah.
What's good, man? It's your boy JStylez, man. You rocking with the MixxMagazine. And right now, man, I got a very special guest with me, man. Comedian, actor with a viral social media, man. Larry Starks, man. How you doing, man?
What's up, man? What's going on,
You
man?
know, man, blessed, man. You know how you saying blessed,
Yeah,
man?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Glad to be here, man.
Definitely, I appreciate it. Thank you, man. Sorry, man. You know, we're gonna start from the beginning, man. Start from the basics, man. You know, you're a well-known comedian right now, man. You know, but did you always think you'd be a comedian in life?
No, I really didn't, man. It wasn't like a goal or nothing. I just always been a class clown. I always been the silly guy. I even told jokes at my granny's funeral, man. You know what I'm saying? I really did, and it was just like I seen everybody sad and I didn't know what to do, man. You know what I'm saying? So I told them, I literally said this. I was up there on the mic because they wanted me to write a poem and all of that. And I'm writing a poem and it was corny, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, my granny know this ain't my style, you know? So I went and told everybody. I just kind of talked about stuff related to the family.
Right.
And then I told my family, I looked at them real serious and I was like, hey, man, I said, if y'all ever need anything, don't hesitate to call me. Because I'm going to give you my mama's number because I can't help y'all. And the whole place just busted out. Like, it was crazy. So I'm sitting there and everybody was laughing because everybody was so sad at first. They busted out laughing and kind of improved the mood. And I was like, I like that. I like the way that feels, man. So, you know, it just, it wasn't a goal, but everybody pushed me to do it.
Right.
So, you know, actually my first time ever doing stand-up, it was actually my own show. You know what I'm saying? And I put it out there on Facebook just to see. This is 2011. I put it out there to see, and everybody's like, "We gonna pull up." And I'm like, "All right." So we made it happen.
Right.
Like 90 people showed up. You know what I'm saying? And it was history from there, man. You know, now we here.
Where did that phrase come from? I have to ask. Where did that phrase come from?
What the? Oh
I ain't gonna say. I'm gonna let you say. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, it really just came from, it was just a random thought because I was just like, okay, I needed a tag. I was just making videos and I'm like, I need a tag that kind of identifies me. It's kind of unique,
right.
You know, and I was just trying stuff, a bunch of silly stuff, and I'm like, nah, that ain't it. Nah, that ain't it. And I'm like, it's kind of rolls. I'm like, it works. So I did it in a video, man, and it just everybody kind of adapted to it. Next thing you know, everybody's saying it. Then I kept going and this kind of grew. Now it's like beyond me, like it's everywhere. It's on TV, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
So,
that's what's up. Okay, bite off you. Okay, you know. All right, man. So, you know, you speaking of stand-up, man, your first, you know, stand-up show, 90 people, man. But, you know, from that, you know, you've been able to, you know, work around, you know, a lot of big name comedians, man. You know, What are some things you would say, you know, you've learned from these comedians that help you develop your craft as a comedian?
The one thing that I've learned from comedians is humility, man. Really just staying humble. You learn a lot just by watching. Like, the one thing you don't do is fan out. You know, you meet somebody, even if it's your idol or whatever, you got to think it's a business for them.
Right, okay.
So at the same time, it's like if you're in a room with them, this is your once every 6 months, once a year type of thing where you meet somebody big.
Right.
They do this every week, several times a week. So this is like second nature. So I go into that, you know, I go into it with that in mind, and I just kind of approach it on some regular conversation, and I let it go where it may. If it don't progress conversationally, then it, you know, that's cool, and if it does, that's even better. But it's cool to meet guys that's kind of where you figure you want to be, and then you realize that they not satisfied. And, you know, and that's the one thing that I've kind of noticed, like everybody that I know that's quote unquote famous or have made it in our eyes, they're not satisfied at all, still working.
All right, man, so, you know, you've worked with all these big name comedians, man. So what are the most, like, memorable places you say you've done stand-up at that you say, like, man, like, I love, like, the feeling of being there, or maybe what city?
Now, which is crazy, I've been to a lot of cities and did a lot of shows, but one of the craziest shows I did was right here in Lexington.
I believe.
Like, I mean, it was insane, man. This is 2012, Lyric Theater. You know, Lyric Theater was still fresh. They had just redid it.
Right.
You know, it was just a couple years new.
Yep.
And my partner, Chris Hudson, with Life's Journey Clothing.
Okay.
He had a fashion show. And at the time, I'm playing football. I'm still playing semi-pro football. So he's asking me, he's like, hey, bro, he's like, you know, I need you to come through and tell some jokes on the fashion show. And I was like, man, I'm cool. I want to do it, you know. Right. But at the same time, our team was in the playoffs. We had a squad. I'm like, man, my squad needs me. It's playoffs. So I'm thinking about canceling, you know what I mean? And I'm like, nah, I got to do this, man. I can't cancel on my bro. So, you know, I bypassed the playoff game. And at that time, that was like a record sellout for Lyric Theater. I want to say the capacity's like 500. It was maybe almost 600.
So everything you start, you just blow out the water.
It was crazy because it was just like, you know, you jump on those opportunities, man, and it was like I'm the only person that's doing comedy. It's somebody doing music, it's somebody doing poetry, right. And then you got people doing fashion and whatnot. And then I come out and I'm telling jokes, and man, it was incredible. It was just like so loud and so many people laughing. It was nuts, you know. So that was one of the moments, man. And I had to say probably Chicago. Yeah, I did Chicago with Dale Gibbons. Okay. It's a theater in Chicago downtown, and it was pretty dope because I did my thing, and I didn't even realize, but some more was in the crowd watching too. You know what I'm saying? So she showed love.
Oh, okay.
And, you know, and that was pretty cool. You know what I mean? So yeah, and you know, people show love like that. So now it's just like, you know, that's the energy I carry all the time now. So I don't really get overwhelmed because you do shows, you have a big show, and then you go and have a show that not that many people's at. So you gotta kind of keep the same energy. It keeps you even keel, you know what I mean?
Say less, man.
Yeah.
So you got the opportunity to be on all these different stages, you know, these comedians, things of that nature, man, you know. So like, you know, at these shows, man, you always see, you know what I'm saying, like different videos, things of that nature, where like, you know, comedian, you know, telling jokes and something, like you find a heckler in the stands, man. Has that ever happened to you?
Yeah, it's happened a couple of times. And fortunately, I was in the right mind space to where I could get the best of them. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes they might catch you in the middle of the joke where you really got to concentrate and you ain't got nothing for them. You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah. It's all about where you kind of at in your jokes. And just, you know, fortunately, the couple times that people heckled, I was right in the part where I just had the right mind frame and the right words to say. And I gave them about, you know, a good minute or two of flame.
Right.
And they ain't say nothing else for the rest of the night. You know what I'm saying?
That's who was playing. Like y'all stuff was real. Your stuff you'd be off the pillow. I can already tell being around you. He's a funny dude.
You know, but that's just the energy, man. It's like you can kind of enhance the show by if they want to do it. Okay, let's bring you in action. And you know, it becomes fun.
Clip stay full. Yeah.
Right, beat pie hit.
Right. Yeah.
You know, that type of action, man.
Got you, man. All right, man. So, you know, speaking of the clip full, man, all right, you know what I'm saying? I know, like, every comedian has to have, like, you know, certain jokes in the bag. It's like, you know, I'm going to the club with this one, you know what I'm saying? You know, so say, like, you know, say a person comes to you, man, you know, hypothetically speaking, and they're like, man, I got $1 million for you, Starks, man. You make me laugh, you know. What's that one joke, man? You pull out your clip, man, you're like, I'm going to kill him with this, you know what I'm saying? Or if you do have one.
I mean, I got a go-to. I got a go-to that kind of works when it's like if I'm in the point where I got to say something short and get to the point. I got one I always use. It goes, I got a partner that got put on child support, and he went to court and the judge said he got paid $900 a month, and the $900 made him so mad that he hired a hitman to kill his baby mama. But she survived it though. And the way that she survived is because the check to the hitman bounced because the child support came out first. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and usually that always, you know what I mean? That always gets them because it takes them a brief second where you like, every time, man. So,
yeah. Child support, no joke. So, like, as we mentioned before, man, you know, you're more than just a comedian, man. You've been an actor, man. You know what I'm saying? You have a viral, like, social media platform that, like, you know, you make parodies on, you know, you make your own memes, you do it all, man. Mm-hmm. So, like, you know what I'm saying, when you start out doing that, was that a plan for you to always do that, or just kind of happen, man?
Nah, you just kind of figure it out, and you gotta learn if you're good at it first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because just because it's being done out there don't mean you're good at doing it. I mean, for instance, people, you know, podcasting is really big now. Virtually, I've been podcasting for probably 8 years now.
Right, straight tripping radio.
Straight tripping radio. I mean, we had straight tripping radio when it was just on phones. People could call in and listen, and they could hit a button and be in a call queue and talk on the show. Like we had the whole city. We had we had at one point in time we had 1,500 listeners per show.
Oh shit!
It was jumping.
Yeah.
It was it's just with social media, you just got, like I said, you got to figure out if you're good at it.
Right.
Try it out, you know what I'm saying, see how it goes. And a lot of stuff I found, it came to me kind of easy. And it kind of helped enhance, the variety of what you can do.
Right.
And anytime that you try to go viral, you won't go viral.
Right.
The stuff that you just playing with, like, yeah, let me make this real quick. That's the one that's gonna go viral. That's the one that you don't even. I got one that just went viral. It done did probably, I think, 2-point-something million views. Hit World Star, hit all of those blogs, Decline, all of those blogs. Yeah. They DMing me, hey man, can we put this on our site? Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And it was one that I made just walking in the hallway, and the hallway gave me an idea, and I said, hold this phone. And it took me every bit of 10 minutes to make, and 2 million views. And then I'll sit there and make something, I'll make something planned, and it took me 8 hours to make and edit and make and do 1,000 views. Like it just happens, man.
That's
like,
how it goes.
It's the game.
So what was your first viral video you would say, man? What is that feeling like, having that viral video, man? People come to you like, man.
It's good, but it's eye opening. Like and what I mean by that is my first video was I want to say it was a shoe roast.
Okay.
It was a shoe roast. I think it was Ugly NBA shoe roast or something like that. I literally made it in my driveway. I had all the shoes. I went to the gym and I'm downloading all these pictures and I'm just kind of getting these ideas in my head. And then I pull up to the house and I kind of set it up and I just started recording, just roasting, just off the top. All my videos are pretty much off the top.
Right. Okay.
I
can tell you.
Like I just think of it and just let it flow. So I'm doing this video. And I was going to put it out before I went in the house, but I'm like, I'm gonna wait, and whatever. So I put the video out and I take a shower. And I come back and it got 700 views already. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. So I wake up, it got 5,000 views. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. So I get off work. By the time I get off work, it's like at 15K. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Next thing you know, man.
Hours, right?
Yeah, and next thing you know, man, it just started going and going and going, and then somebody took the video. I think mine stopped at like 100K. Somebody ripped the video for me and posted it on their page,
right?
And it did 2 million. And I wasn't mad.
Yeah,
I was like, it's still views, but it's just like,
and
it did 2 million, and then it just kind of grew from there and grew from there and grew from there, and ended up getting me work in the future. Like, because it went viral, it put me in the eyes of people of importance, really. So,
so is that like how you got on like Adele Gibbons and like the?
No, Adele, she's just, for real, she's kind-hearted because she didn't have to show me love the way that she did. She took me under wing. Mm-hmm. She gave me opportunities out of town on the road.
Right.
Okay. And that was just off of just the buzz, for real. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Just a young comic who's hot in the city. I was just grinding. You know what I'm saying? So she gave me a shot. But with that video, with the viral video, the shoe roast, it put me in the eyes of All Def Digital. So All Def Digital's in LA. That's Russell Simmons.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Russell Simmons stuff. So they got me in tune with them, and I ended up doing work with them. So I was making videos for them, and they were sending me checks. So it was just cool how it just kind of all worked out. You know what I mean? And from that, like that kind of grew with me becoming friends with Naeem Lynn too. Naeem Lynn from the Plastic Cup Boys, Kevin Hart.
Yeah. Okay.
He's the homie, like, and they kind of stemmed from that. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll check us like, that's a funny video, but are you funny?
Right.
And it's like you see your gram, your Instagram, and it's like, oh, you funny. You know what I'm saying?
Funny.
Yeah. So it's like they show love from that. So the viral thing is cool, man. It's very great, but I tell anybody that's trying to go viral, if you do, just don't pay attention to the comments, because once you go up, that's when the devils come out. They come before you.
Let it take you down.
They go, you talk about shoes, I kill you. Like, they own that.
All right, man. So, it's 2020, man. Man, a lot of things happened in 2020, man. I want to know, like, what your thoughts are about, like, 2020 right now. We done had World War III, the coronavirus, and then COVID done died. I mean, what's next, man?
2020, man, is crazy that it's only been a month and so much has happened.
Right.
But in a general sense, man, it's kind of like we in Kentucky. We so far detached from everything. I see it all as media. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
Not being calloused about it, but I see it all I see it all as media. Because the mission is still the mission at the end of the day. Coronavirus, flu, pneumonia, you know, the mission is still the mission. So, you know, regardless of what goes on, you still gotta kind of keep it going. So that's kind of my motive in 2020. Like everybody kind of complained about 2019, and I was like, you know how you pick up people's energy, like, yeah, because 2019, I'm like, hold up, 2019 was alright. I can't really, like, this is my stuff from 2019, so I really can't be upset, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't the worst either, you know what I mean? So I kind of feel like, as long as my 2020 is better than 2019, I'm winning. So, you know, I'm just trying to stay away from the BS that's all happening around us, man. You know what I'm saying? To keep it moving.
The mama mentality, all right?
Mama mentality, man. You know what I'm saying? Got to keep it moving regardless.
That's how it goes, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Say less, man. All right, Larry Starks, man. So wrap it up, man. So, what advice can you give, like, other people that want to go in the path you went as a comedian? On how to get there, basically.
The advice that I give, if I could give any, as far as anybody that's wanting to be a comedian, this really translating anything you want to do is never stop, expect to take L's, because when you go into it and you expecting to win every time, when you don't win, you hurt. And it kind of makes you want to give up. But if you expecting to take an L, then you take it, you're like, okay, it stings a little bit, but I'm gonna bounce back. People ask me all the time, like, man, have you ever bombed on stage? And I'm like, yes, I've bombed on stage. Every comic that you know, from Kevin Hart to Dave Chappelle to Eddie Murphy to Richard Pryor, everybody has bombed. Right. And that's kind of what builds your character. I get scared if I don't bomb I don't bomb a lot, but I get kind of nervous, like, bro, I need to, you know what I'm saying? See,
it's coming.
Yeah, I know it's coming one time or another, man, but the advice is just, you know, stay the course, man. Consistency is key with everything. You see, right now is the best time for anybody who's ambitious to do stuff. Like what you're doing right now, this is consistency. The more you do this, the more it gets out, the more people see it. You got to have content in order for people to see it. Right. We seeing people with phones blow up every day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We seeing people that can sing blow up because they got a phone. People that take pictures, they got a phone that's blowing them up. You know, anything. So if I could give any advice, man, it's just have a realistic expectation in what you do. Don't be afraid to fail. Stay consistent, and always keep an open mind. And I say that like I have guys that's on TV like text me regularly. We have conversations, phone calls, anything, and it's just kind of like, you know, I don't let it get to my head because I'm like, at the end of the day, I still got to go work tomorrow. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to know these guys and be in that circle, but I still got to do what I got to do. You know what I mean? So you can't let it really get the best of you. You just got to stay the course. Like I still got to do this show in town, even though they in California and just, you know, FaceTime me from the BET red carpet or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just is what it is, man. So just stay consistent more than anything, man. Just do it, you know. If you second guess it, still put it out. So what? You know what I mean? So
that's what's up. Okay, man. So what is Larry Starks' end game, man? Like, you know, what are you trying to achieve, man? Where are you trying to go? What can we expect from Larry Starks in the future?
What you can expect from me really is growth, man. My overall goal is to do this to the point where it's taking care of my family. I don't really have a goal to be some super rich dude. Like, nah, man, I just want to take care of my family doing this. Like, I do this and I still work multiple jobs. I mean, you know, I got 3 kids, I got a family to take care of, I got a house that I own, I got a mortgage, you know what I'm saying? So it's all in the grind, but I want to get to the point where that's my primary occupation, is doing what I love, which is telling jokes, you know what I mean? So that's my end goal, and if any way my grind can inspire somebody to do what they do and be great at it, then I'm all for it, you know what I mean?
That's what's up, man. Okay, man. So, man, let the people know, man, where they can follow you, where they can find all your stuff at, man, all that.
Check it, man. Christian Mingle, you can you can find me at Larry Lord's Rod, you know what I'm saying? Instagram, man, Real Starks 27. Twitter, Real Starks 27. Snapchat, Starks Comedy. Facebook, Comedian Larry Starks. YouTube, Starks TV1. If you don't pay attention to anything I just said, StarksTV.com. You feel me? Straight up. I'm everywhere. Snapchat, YouTube, Instagram, email, Beeper, T-Mobile Sidekick. You know what I mean? I'm everywhere, man. So all you got to do, man, if you don't know, StarksTV.com. You know, Google me. It'll pop up. You know what I mean?
All right, man. That's what's up, man. We out.
I appreciate you, bro.
Love, man.
Yeah.